Oh, there's that C-130.
Nice lightning.
No, he's bombing me. Oh no.
You gotta make that sound a little bit more believable. Alright, howdy folks, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a look at the Blitz War Community mod for Wargame Red Dragon. First, I'd like to thank the developers of the mod for sponsoring this video. Make sure to check out the links at the top of the description box to access the mod's Discord server, as well as Blitz War's YouTube channel, where he features a ton of Wargame content, including with the Blitz War Community mod. So today's video will be more introductory towards the mod, explaining what it aims to do and what sets it apart from other mods, and also highlighting some units in the in-game armory. A video coming later this week will feature a 2v2 multiplayer game with the mod, which was a lot of fun to do. The goal of the Blitz War Community mod, or BWC mod, is to create a more realistic wargame set in a modern-day fictional world war. However, the creators of the mod want to put emphasis on the fact that they believe wargame is a game and not necessarily a simulator. The mod attempts to introduce new and modern units while balancing for fair gameplay. Units and equipment that have seen service anywhere from the year 2000 to now are present in the mod, though exceptions are made to flesh out the roster of nations that desperately need it. The mod team has decided to generally not put prototype units and equipment in a nation's roster unless it's confirmed to be in service or large-scale production. Now, the T-14 Armata is kind of an exception here, as it's technically a prototype, but with 100 to 200 units having been made, it is in the mod. The nations represented in game currently are the USA and Germany for Blue 4, and Russia and China for Red 4. Future nations that are planned are Iran and France, and then North and South Korea for Red and Blue 4 respectively. There is a whole lot of extra information regarding the dev team's philosophy towards calculating ranges and armor values, and I'd really recommend joining their Discord to read up on this yourself. They do state that estimating armor values is not easy, as this is usually just not public knowledge. So if you see something in the mod that you think is absolutely wrong, they are very open to feedback as long as you back it up with reputable sources. Now, let's take a look at the armory and highlight some of the units in the mod. However, keep in mind that, as always in Wargame Red Dragon, modders cannot easily, if at all, replace models in-game. So something called the F-22 Raptor will sadly have to be represented by an existing model already in Wargame. However, what they can do is change all the statistics and weapon values to try and match what would be found or is appropriate for a F-22 Raptor. First up is the Chinese DF-11A. Now this unit fires a massive 800mm single napalm rocket with 40 HE over a 100km in-game range, with for its range very low dispersion. Though the aiming time is 45 seconds, once this thing hits, the HE power and suppression will make entrenched infantry not feel so good anymore. The napalm part of the missile will also cause fires to start, forcing enemy units to leave the area, creating an area denial effect. Next up is the American M142 HIMARS, made very famous recently due to the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. This fires 6 HE cluster or smoke missiles at a target. The clusters are spread in a pretty big area upon firing, and also target the tops of enemy armored vehicles, which are usually less armored. Keep in mind this only has a 6 HE value, so you won't be doing a whole lot to heavily armored tanks, but lighter vehicles should definitely be worried about the HIMARS. The American AH-1Z Viper under the Recon tab is a unit that you will see me and my team use a lot in the upcoming 2v2 full game. It's not only a recon unit equipped with very good optics, it also has 16 JAGM fire and forget air-to-ground missiles. To top it off, it also comes with 2 AIM-9X air-to-air missiles capable of targeting enemy helicopters and jets. The famous F-22 Raptor I talked about a little bit earlier is also present in the mod, though you are limited to a very small number at a very high cost. They are definitely worth it. With 60 ECM and 6 air-to-air missiles, this is an absolute beast. Now, calling one in and hearing the opponents go, "Oh no, it's a Raptor," is already worth that 200-point investment. The Green Berets under the Recon tab are a very interesting unit. They come equipped with battle rifles, a Stinger anti-air missile, as well as a Switchblade drone. Now, classified as an ATGM in-game, in real life these are loitering munitions that kamikaze themselves into enemy equipment and units. In-game it has a 2800 meter range with pretty high accuracy, doing 4 HE damage. These are basically high HE, relatively good accuracy sniper rounds in the form of a giant explosive drone. Now, one unit I really liked and used a lot in the gameplay that I did is the cruise missile, found under the air tab. These slightly differ between nations. Here, the US JASM has 20 HE power and does 600 suppression upon impact. Now, these are good for targeting important units such as CVs or large formations of infantry or light vehicles, artillery, and specifically anti-air units with their radar turned off. The Chinese J-20A with 55% ECM and 4 long-range air-to-air missiles is the pride of the Chinese Air Force in the mod. Though slightly less strong than the Raptor, it's also slightly cheaper, making this a viable pick against it. For the Germans, the Puma C Mels is a fantastic supporting APC, equipped with a 30mm autocannon and 4 ATGMs with 21 AP power. This is a beast of an infantry supporting unit. The American Abrams ACAV recon tank finally gives the US a heavily armored recon vehicle equipped with very good optics. You can not only spot enemy incoming units, but also quickly dispatch them. Now, last but not least, the American IPFC MML anti-air unit. For 100 points, you get 15 AIM-9Xs, especially useful against enemy helicopter pushes, though it can technically be used against airplanes in a pinch. Seeing this thing sling missiles with 65% accuracy and taking down entire platoons of airborne VDV was very satisfying. With a quick look at some of the units in the Armory and giving you an overview of what you can expect from the BWC mod, I hope you are interested in checking it out for yourself. Again, you can find a link to the mod's Discord where you can download the mod, as well as Blitz War's YouTube channel down below in the description. I again want to thank the mod developers for sponsoring this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you in the next one. We're going to be playing that 2v2